PingSunday has the special permission of Coach Chen Kangning. Please don't upload the video without the permission of Coach Chen and PingSunday.
It doesn't necessarily mean that landing perfectly guarantees a good shot. The forehand is performed while running and retreating. But the footwork isn't always perfect. Landing and executing. Suddenly delivering him a ball with a particularly sharp angle. It utilizes power through leverage, regular rhythm, and can create opportunities for aggressive power shots. A parallel step is designed for most regular rhythm strokes. Use leverage to respond to emergencies. Exactly. There are two situations where the ball can go out of bounds. You only applied force in the past. Right, but there is still another situation where it can still go out of bounds. Why did it go out? You just gave it a slight push. You applied outward force. Isn't it obvious that there was a stopping action? Even though I applied outward force, it went out, but it will still go out. The result is the same as not applying any outward force at all. That's because no outward force was applied at all. And also, stop the ball. Then it wouldn't go out of bounds, right? No matter what shot you take. Lower on both sides. It must stay within the boundaries. The racket head drops down to correct this motion. Then, in the second half, it turns outward. Turning outward, is the force still meant to create a curve? Press the curve to allow it to accelerate without going out of bounds. Look, left hip under. You see, there's only one situation where the right hip turns. When he positions himself, his weight is on the right foot. His weight is on the right foot, so he ends up turning the right hip. Isn't it turning the right hip? Let's turn the right hip. Why is that? For an average player, serving the center of gravity is on the left foot before tossing the ball. Liu Goliang's serve has his center of gravity on the right foot when he tosses the ball. Do you see the difference? Alright. So, you're leveraging the strength in your hands. Is it that obvious? Can you feel my center of gravity? Throwing to pulling to sending the ball down, it's all done in one smooth motion, right? That's stomping action, right? Isn't all the strength from your body being utilized? Just the hand, right? Just the hand. Using all my strength, right? So, this is very important. Okay. Good. When playing at a fast pace, and an opportunity arises, what if you collide with someone? Then an opportunity presents itself. Can you quickly slow down and adjust? And then apply force again. You need to demonstrate for them. It's a slight exaggeration. He's stuck. He realizes he can't make it. Standard pull. Step together, pay attention, Pay attention. Keep taking small steps. The arm will first create an arc. Why is that? It creates an angle with the ball. It will naturally generate some spin. But if you have strong backspin, because it doesn't require effort anymore, right? Fingers. What do we teach the child next? And use the index finger to control the racket. The arc will be higher. Right. Use the momentum to bring it in. Bring it in using that momentum. Direction of force. Bring it in once more. If you stop the car, won't it just go straight? You first need to create that arc. It's not just about hitting high, it's about bringing it high. You see, these are two different concepts. How do you help him learn to hit? This is hitting high, right? This is the force of the hit, not the force of friction. Let him pass in this way. This involves the whole arm movement. Lift straight up, applying some force with your thumb. The middle finger should provide control. Using force. Does it just turn inward smoothly? Alright, with this as the foundation, what should I do next? It's just that the thumb suddenly exerts some pressure. That's the whole process. So, my fingers on the racket can create topspin, right? If I'm worried that the ball will go out when it crosses the net, so I can lower the arc and make it faster without hitting it out. So, the role of the fingers is crucial. You are essentially giving up their function on the racket. Can the paddle work for the ball? No, it can't. Yes. No problem. Very impressive. Very good. Give it a shot. Excellent. You think it's spinning too much? And avoid twisting that topspin. Because applying side spin can create a direct arc. Then, if I twist like this, do you think I can still accelerate the arc outward? It's a direct shot. You see, when I apply a twist, it also creates side spin. So, I'm putting all my effort into it. That's why I don't twist for topspin. I simply twist for side spin. This backspin, move all the way to the side from here. This is how you do it. I won't back off. This is backspin. Curve it all the way. Yes, yes, yes. Don't you want to focus on the curve? Then just stop it. Because it spins a lot. Yes. Give the ball enough arc at the end. Yes. Loosen up to generate power. Do you feel a bit of vibration at the end? Did you use outward force when you were turning? When you apply outward force, it's like a sudden break. The more abrupt the break, you see, don't you feel a bit of that vibration? Oh, how are you feeling right now? I'm exhausted. Is it that kind of feeling? When you step out on the court, you must be completely out of breath. But it doesn't reflect in your shots. This is the state I'm in. Honestly, I don't have much strength. Right. Have you relaxed and found your rhythm? He is trying hard to elevate himself. Why? He is pulling down. What is the child doing? He has pushed off the ground directly. Then there will be no opportunity. He turns directly inward. You are already positioned straight. There's no opportunity left. What does he understand? Then I turn after the push. Once he finishes pushing, by using the power from the push, use the ground. Can he go for a loop?
Read more about table tennis on my blog, PingSunday.com. Get free ebook and coaching advices. See you in the next video.